Hi guys. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your Saturday. I woke up to news that The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom is already out. And I forgot it existed. I've been interested in that game because it is the first game to be like, yo, you actually play as Zelda. It is a definitive Legend of Zelda. Or Zelda's Legend, or whatever. But anyway, it's finally time for Zelda to take the spotlight and be the one that rescues Link from the darkness, which I think is awesome. I want to play it. Ever since seeing the trailer, I've wanted to play it. I learned that it came out last Thursday, September 26th, and I was like, bro, I've been so dedicated to Genshin Impact, Time in Action, Honkai Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero that I forgot about the games that brought me to this point, namely like Switch games. I literally have my Switch and Switch dock right there. Like, it's right here. And like, because that way I can switch up between like PC games and like console games, and it's just like, it's right there. I've been meaning to play it. I have a bunch of Switch games that I've started and I haven't finished. The most infamous of one that stays on my mind is Octopath Traveler 2. Now, if you don't know, I played Octopath Traveler 2 last year. It was around the time it came out, and I really do like the Octopath Traveler series. Granted, I know there's a mobile game, but I only have played 1 and 2. The first game I barely made any progress on because, like, at the time I was like, man, I don't want. What the freak is you? There was a bug crawling on my desk. What the fudge? How are there? Hold the freaking. How are you even in here? Smush the bug, because it shouldn't be in this room. I don't know what happened in this room where just bugs come in everywhere. I don't get it. Anyway. Yeah, so Octopath Traveler 2, it took a while to get to where I got, and, how do I explain this? I beat everything in Octopath Traveler 2 except the final ending, where it's the endless night, and I can't seem to beat the boss, and I'm like, bro, I have to grind some more. And that was around the time I got back into streaming, because before I got back into streaming, I would just play Octopath Traveler 2, and then I completed all the stories for like all 8 travelers, and then there's like the big final story in Octopath Traveler 2 that has all the travelers. I did everything for it except beating the boss. The boss is extremely hard. I looked up guides on how to do it, and it's insane. Like, there are like, what, 3 phases? Genuinely 3 phases, and it's insane. So because like, I know I got up to phase 2, and I was like, oh shoot, because I leveled up 4 of the travelers, like more so than the other 4, and then like when second phase hit, when I was uneducated about the 3 phases of the final boss, when the second phase hit, it went to all of my travelers whose levels were under-leveled for the boss, and I was like, oh shoot. And then I realized at that point, I'm like, shoot, I actually have to take some time aside and just grind. I plan to have an Octopath Traveler 2 stream and just grind. I just literally want to beat the game because the game is phenomenal. And then after that, I might revisit Octopath Traveler 1. The progress on Octopath Traveler 1 for me is pretty abysmal. Like, I had finished all of the Travelers Chapter 1. I did 2 or 3 of some of the Travelers Chapter 2, and then I stopped because it just was too much time and effort. And then I just moved on to better things. But don't at me, because I played Bravely Default 2, and I put in time and effort, and I beat the game. And I was like, oh shoot. It was a fun game. Like, it was funny. I bought Bravely Default 2, I played it, took a break from it. I did. And then I got back into it, because I was like, bro, I need to beat this game. I I guess it's more of like an age thing, because I'm so used to like playing simple role-playing games, like, you know, turn-by-turn based combat, like Pokemon, Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi series. Like, I'm so used to that that I guess like with enough experience, I want more of a challenge. So I went to like Octopath Traveler and Bravely Default, and man, like those games are great. I like role-playing games. I do. I love Japanese role-playing games. It's just the difficulty curve sometimes is just like, all right, I'm ready for the boss. The boss is like, no, you got to be 3 times where you're at. It's like, but anyway. Yeah, I plan on getting The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom next week, because I get paid next Monday, and then I'll be playing that. How am I gonna balance it out with the Hoyoverse games I'm playing? No idea, I'll just play it by ear, because I know for a fact that you guys probably have seen that I put in so much effort into Genshin Impact that I finished all the story quests, Archon quests currently, and all that current hangout events. And then I finished all the Tribal Chronicles except for the last one, which is in the Children of Echoes. So I need to finish that one, and then I'll be like, okay, I've finished all the story quests, and then all I have left is like the world quests. But yeah, no, Genshin Impact, I really enjoy that. I really need to put some time and effort into Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because if you guys didn't know, I have those games. I liked Breath of the Wild so much, I got the copy for Wii U and Switch. I beat the Wii U copy, but I never beat the Switch copy. Here's the thing. After I beat the Wii U copy, I was like, I know what to expect, so I'm gonna be super broken in my Switch copy. So here's what I did. I grinded for materials in Breath of the Wild for my Switch version, so much so that I decided to not face any of the bosses. So I would do everything in a certain area up until the boss, and I was just like, okay, I don't need to deal with the boss, I'm gonna go somewhere else. And, yeah, I just haven't beaten my Switch version of Breath of the Wild. And unfortunately, if you guys didn't know, my Wii U has the blinking red light of death. I've tried to do some troubleshooting, and it's not working, and the Wii U, unfortunately, has all of my save data from my Wii games, because when the Wii U came out, there was an option on the Wii U to transfer Wii data to the Wii U, and that's what I did. But now that my Wii U is broken, like, it just no longer operates, it's like, all of my save data from since the Wii came out, back in, like, 2007 or so, is gone. Like, I realized my Wii U stopped working around like 2021, 2022. It was like a few years ago, and I was like, dang, my Wii U kind of tried to stand the test of time, because I got my Wii U in 2013. My parents got me. It's 2013. I was a sophomore in high school, and my parents got me the deluxe Wii U. So, if you got the regular Wii U, I believe you only got like 8 gigabytes of like storage. No, like the deluxe Wii U had 32 gigabytes of storage, which was a big thing. It was genuinely a big thing. And unfortunately, the Wii U wasn't as like prevalent, because like in 2017 the Switch came out. But like, people were like, oh, the Wii U isn't good. But I will say the Wii U was phenomenal in my personal opinion. There was just so much you could do with the Wii U, just for its own console itself, that I feel like they could have milked the Wii U for another 3 years, and then the Switch could have come out. But like, unfortunately, what I heard is that the Wii U just wasn't doing as well as the Wii. It was just like, could be better. And then the Switch came out, it's like, oh, this is better. And it's like, man, I miss the Wii U. There are like games that can only be done on Wii U, and like, oh well, Wii U's in the past, so I'm gonna have to rely on like reboots like The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword High Definition. Like, oh my gosh. If you've seen my goal above my head, I still haven't raised enough money to get Luigi's Mansion 2 High Definition. It's so funny. I'm like, I'm a Luigi's Mansion fan, I haven't gotten it. I am a Pikmin fan, and I don't have Hey Pikmin for the 3DS, and I haven't finished Pikmin 4. So, fun story about Pikmin 4. I got Pikmin 4 around the time I got laid off last year in August. So I was like, and I would play Pikmin 4, but then I lost the motivation to do it. So then I watched, like, what, the Final Fantasy 16 cutscenes, or was it 17? I don't remember. And that was like, that took a full week to do, because there was just so much story involved. It was great. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to ramble for a bit. But rest assured, folks, I will be playing The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom sometime next week. I will. I'm going to. Because the main game I'm looking at now is Mario and Luigi, like, Voyage, or the Brothership. Yeah, Mario and Luigi Brothership. I'm interested in that one because it's the first ever Mario and Luigi game to be on a console. Every other Mario and Luigi game has been handheld. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Game Boy Advance. Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, Nintendo DS. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, Nintendo DS. Mario and Luigi Dream Team, Nintendo 3DS. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, Nintendo 3DS. And that's including the remakes of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga and Bowser Jr.'s Journey. That was on the 3DS, which I have downloaded on my 3DS. And then there's Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Plus... Wait, no, it's... Oh, my bad. It's Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story and Bowser Jr.'s Journey. That's that one. And then it's Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga and Captain Goomba or something like that. There was a side story for the reboot, which I thought was really cool. It enhanced the story because, guess what? The whole reason why Bowser, spoiler alert, lost his memories in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga is because Captain Goomba accidentally head-bumped Bowser between the time that Mario and Luigi paid to cross the border and going to Hoo-Hooville. If you guys don't also, like, there's a scene where Bowser was held hostage at the beginning of the game, and then you save Bowser by shooting him out of a cannon. Now fast forward to Hoo-Hoo Village. Bowser is hanging for dear life on a waterfall, and then Captain Goomba comes out of nowhere, like, because he fell off the waterfall, and head bumps Bowser, making him get amnesia. And then that's when the character Rookie was born. So, like, I really did like how they revamped Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga and added additional content to it without affecting too much of the gameplay. It was really cool, and I really wanted to play Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story and Bowser Jr.'s Journey, because, like, I want to see, like, the Bowser Jr. Journeys aspect. I already know Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story because I played it. It's a great game. Oh my gosh, I'm just rambling about my life now. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story will always have a special place in my heart because I struggled with that game. And what did I mean by struggle? It was the fact that my Nintendo DS Lite broke while I was playing it. And all I had to replace it was my Nintendo DSi that I got right after, and then my original Nintendo DS that my parents had got me prior. Now, then my Nintendo DS, like the first one, it wasn't in good condition because one day I was playing Super Mario 64 DS, and I got so mad I took my DS and I just slammed it on the floor. I was angry. And then when I picked it up, the top screen was just different shades of green, blue, and red. And so I tried to fix it, and then what ended up happening is that the top screen no longer worked because I broke it. So the only screen that worked was the bottom screen. Now, my DSi, it looked fine, right? There should be a mic, right? And it works, right? Well, it didn't work. My DSi was great except for the fact that the mic didn't work. I actually don't remember if the DSi had a mic or not. So, in Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, there are sections where you need to use the built-in feature of the mic. Well, my DSi's mic didn't work, so I couldn't use it. So I would straight up just lose, because there were some bosses where that you needed to use the mic, and I would just lose because the mic wouldn't work. So what I ended up having to do is I would play on the DSi up until the point I needed to use the mic. I would save my game, then take the cartridge out, put it into my original DS because the mic was working on my original DS, and then I would use the mic feature to continue the story on my original DS that had the top screen broken, and when I finished that I would save my game, and then I would just somehow, and then I would put it back in my DSi and continue playing. I struggled to play that game because of my immaturity and easily angered temperament. So that was funny, but excited for Mario and Luigi Brothership. I don't know when it comes out. I really am excited for the The Legend of Zelda Wisdom, Echoes of Wisdom, which, by the way, I didn't know it came out until I logged into YouTube today, and one of the first things that came up was Kiara from Hololive playing the game, and she has her own exclusive skin in the game, which is pretty cool, so nice job, Nintendo, for the hookup. But it was just like, oh man, I should play that. Like, I need a relaxing game, because yeah, last night was rough. For Zenless Zone Zero, it was just too powerful. Rit was right. I was like, oh man, like, after a while, like, I'm pretty sure I could have done it if I had the tenacity to, like, just keep facing the second floor boss, but it was just like, it got to the point where I was getting annoyed, and I was just like, ugh, I'm just not good enough. Like, the stream ended on a low note, but I will say, I had the best sleep of my life this morning, so, yeah, weirdly, it was like a two-adventure dream for me, because, like, the first half of the dream was me trying to get something like an indigo star or something, like, oh, I gotta find the star, and then all of a sudden, like, my adventure took a heel face or whatever, and it turned into some horror survival. It was like, whoa, but it wasn't even scary. It was like, oh, this is awesome! It was like outer space and all that stuff, and I woke up and I was like, whoa, that was the most insane dream. I didn't even get 8 hours of sleep. I got about like 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep, but I felt so refreshed. I was like, man, oh. So, yeah, I just wanted to ramble a bit. I shall play some more Zenless today, because there's new event for the limited time event. So we'll do that.